Emily Carter and the Journey Through Graduation Exams Part 1. 3 weeks before the exams, there were only 3 weeks left before the high school graduation exams. For most seniors, it was the most stressful period of the school year. For Emily Carter, however, it meant even more. The 18-year-old student dreamed of earning a scholarship to study communications in college. Every morning, Emily woke up at 6 o'clock. After breakfast with her parents and younger brother Lucas, she headed to school carrying a backpack filled with books and notes. The atmosphere at school had changed. Conversations about sports and weekend plans were replaced by discussions about exams, grades, and college applications. Emily followed a strict study schedule. Every hour of the day was planned carefully. Math, literature, history, biology. She was determined not to waste a single minute. Part 2. Late nights at her desk every evening. Emily sat at her desk under the warm glow of a small lamp. Stacks of textbooks surrounded her. Sticky notes covered the walls near her desk. Her mother, Jennifer Carter, often brought her a cup of tea. One night, after seeing Emily studying past 11 o'clock, Jennifer gently placed a hand on her shoulder. "You should get some rest." Emily smiled. "Just a few more questions, Mom." Jennifer looked at her daughter with pride. "Grades are important, but your health matters too." Those words always comforted Emily. No matter how difficult things became, she knew her family was standing beside her. Part 3. The friend who never gave up on her. Sophia Bennett had been Emily's best friend for years. They studied together almost every afternoon at the library. Sophia had a cheerful personality and always knew how to make Emily laugh. One afternoon, Emily received a disappointing score on a practice exam. She stared silently at the paper. Sophia noticed immediately. "What are you thinking about?" "I'm afraid I won't score high enough." Sophia shook her head. "The Emily Carter I know never gives up." Emily sighed. "I've been working so hard. And that's exactly why you'll succeed." Those simple words gave Emily the confidence she needed. Part 4. Jason Parker. Among all the seniors, Jason Parker was the one who always caught Emily's attention. Jason was intelligent, kind, and respectful. Emily had secretly liked him for a long time, yet she had never told him. She worried that confessing her feelings might change their friendship. One afternoon in the library, Jason sat across from her. "How's your exam preparation going?" he asked. Emily smiled. "I think it's going pretty well." Jason nodded. "You'll do great." It was only a simple sentence, but Emily remembered it for days. Part 5. The most important week. Time passed quickly. Soon there was only 1 week left before the exams. Stress seemed to be everywhere. Students studied during lunch breaks. The library was always crowded. Teachers could feel the pressure their students were experiencing. Emily began sleeping less. Questions about her future filled her mind. Would she get accepted into her dream university? Would she earn a scholarship? Would all her hard work pay off? The closer the exams came, the more those questions troubled her. Part 6. The night before. Finally, the night before the first exam arrived. Emily lay awake in bed staring at the ceiling. Outside her window, the summer night was quiet. She thought about everything she had been through. The late nights, the difficult practice tests, the moments when she wanted to quit. Then she thought about the people who supported her. Her parents, Lucas, Grandma Rose, Sophia, Jason. They had all helped her keep moving forward. Eventually, Emily whispered to herself, "I've done everything I can." And finally, she fell asleep. Part 7. The first exam. The next morning, Emily woke up earlier than usual. Her father wished her good luck. Her mother prepared her favorite breakfast. Lucas even handed her a small card. It read, "You can do it, Emily." She smiled and hugged him. At school, hundreds of students gathered outside the exam rooms. Everyone looked nervous. Then the bell rang. The exams had officially begun. At first, Emily's hands trembled slightly. But after reading the questions, she slowly relaxed. The material felt familiar. Months of preparation were finally paying off. Part 8. Days of testing. The exams continued for several days. Each day brought a new challenge. Some tests made Emily feel confident. Others left her uncertain. Still, she refused to dwell on mistakes. After each exam, she focused on preparing for the next one. Sophia remained by her side. They studied together, encouraged each other, and faced the most demanding week of their high school lives together. Jason also checked in regularly. His support meant more to Emily than he realized. Part 9. The final exam. At last, The final exam day arrived. It was a beautiful summer morning. Emily entered the room feeling different. She was no longer overwhelmed by fear. She knew she had done everything possible. When the proctor announced the end of the exam, Emily put down her pencil. She looked at her paper one final time. Then she smiled. The hardest part was over. Part 10. Freedom after the exams. As Emily walked out of the building, she felt as though a tremendous weight had been lifted from her shoulders. Students were laughing, cheering, and taking photos around the campus. Sophia ran toward her. "We did it." Emily laughed for the first time in weeks. A few moments later, Jason approached. "Want to grab a coffee and celebrate?" Emily was surprised. Her heart raced. Then she smiled. "I'd love to." Part 11. Waiting for the results. Although the exams were over, Emily still felt nervous. Now she had to wait for the results. The waiting seemed endless. There were no assignments, no tests, yet the uncertainty remained. During that time, Emily spent more time with her family. She went shopping with her mother, worked in the garden with her father, watched movies with Lucas, and shared long conversations with Grandma Rose. She realized how many precious moments she had missed while focusing entirely on school. Part 11. Waiting for the results. Although the exams were over, Emily still felt nervous. Now she had to wait for the results. The waiting seemed endless. There were no assignments, no tests, yet the uncertainty remained. During that time, Emily spent more time with her family. She went shopping with her mother, worked in the garden with her father, watched movies with Lucas, and shared long conversations with Grandma Rose. She realized how many precious moments she had missed while focusing entirely on school. Part 12. The results. One summer morning, the email finally arrived. Emily sat in front of her computer. Her hands trembled. Her family stood behind her. Sophia joined through a video call. Jason had already sent a message wishing her luck. Emily took a deep breath. Then she clicked. The results appeared on the screen. She had passed with outstanding scores. Even better, she had received a scholarship from her dream university. The room erupted with joy. Her mother cried. Her father hugged her tightly. Lucas jumped up and down with excitement. Emily could not hold back her tears. Years of hard work had finally paid off. Part 13. A new beginning. A few weeks later, graduation day arrived. Emily wore a dark blue graduation gown and cap. When her name was announced, her family stood and applauded. Sophia smiled proudly. Jason was there as well. Emily walked across the stage and accepted her diploma. At that moment, she realized an important chapter of her life had ended, but a new one was just beginning. New dreams, new challenges, new opportunities. Looking toward the future, Emily smiled. She knew success was not built on luck. It was built on perseverance, courage, and belief in oneself. And that was the greatest lesson she learned during the summer of her graduation exams.